Game number 2 of the 2021-2022 season ready to get underway. The Embry-Riddle Eagles hosting their I-4 rival, the University of Central Florida Knights. Nick Gimbel alongside Adrian Deborah for tonight's D2 matchup. Adrian, welcome to the production side.
Thank you. Excited to be here. It's going to be a good game tonight.
So Adrian, a perspective that only a player can give that we cannot up here normally in the broadcast booth. What is the mental change from last week's 7-2 loss against the University of Florida?
Yeah, we just got to reload, basically. We took a bad loss, shake all the rust off, and here we are with a brand new game. Good crowd out here to support us. We just got to play our game. We didn't play our game week 1. We just got to fix that. Stay out of the penalty box and play a simple game of hockey.
Donovan McClellan and Tyler Avron starting on defense for UCF, along with Matej Erme, CJ Comunale, and Owen Nichols. Nathan Shield getting the start in net for UCF, wearing their road black uniforms with the gold trim moving left to right across the ice surface. Embry-Riddle finally in their home white uniforms, away from their navy jerseys that they wore last week. And a big hit from Jack Boken to set the tone right off the opening draw. Jack Boken and Colin Bridges starting on defense, along with Corey Benny, Chase Telegani, and Ryan Marks. Mac Beatrice getting his first collegiate start here for the Eagles. Embry-Riddle with good offensive zone presence. Jack Boken rims it around the boards, near side to the far side corner. Good physical start for the Eagles.
Yeah, a lot of forechecking here. I like to see this.
Eagles trying to walk off the wall. They'll send it out in front, and Ryan Marks was there. He was taken down. No call from either of the referees. Cole Rui and Laser Darajati wearing the orange bands for tonight. Robert Bauman and Carlo Cannon on the lines as a collision between two Knights players allows a turnover down low, and it's a too many men on the ice penalty. UCF unable to handle the crowd here early.
A lot of momentum for the Eagles here.
Not a phenomenal power play record last week against UF. Adrian, what needs to change from last week against the Gators to get some momentum on the man advantage? 19:09 left in a scoreless first period.
Yeah, so we just need to establish that offensive zone pressure, get the puck broken in and establish in that offensive zone, and then we can play our game from there.
Trevor Reese and Noah Austin, along with Kyle Usiak at forward. Derek Costanzo and Turner Kaufman at the blue line on the power play for Embry-Riddle. But the Knights win the face-off. Good forecheck pressure from the Eagles. They'll try to hold it in at the near blue line, but it goes through the legs of Costanzo and all the way down. On goal, Mac Beatrice will leave it on a platter behind his net. Turner Kaufman surveying his options. 2 white jerseys in the neutral zone. Wide open Noah Austin. Tons of skating room down the right wing wall onside.
There we go.
All the way around into the far side corner, battling one-on-one. He's got to get support from his team. Good help from Usiak, rims it up the wall for Turner Kaufman, corrals the rolling puck off the wall. The left-handed shot leaves it on the far side circle, and Usiak continues it down low for Reese. All the way to the near corner, Noah Austin just telling him where to go instead of giving him support, but he finally comes into the battle. Reese peels it out of the corner battle. To the blue line, Kaufman has Costanzo open on the near side, takes the shot, it gets deflected wide. Usiak sends it out in front, it's in the blue paint and covered by Nathan Shield, who picked up the loss on Friday and split Saturday with Vincenzo Sanfilippo, who had 25 shots on goal, 1 goal against, and 26 minutes did Sanfilippo. He is injured, so the Knights with only Nathan Shield to look after, a 7-4 loss at Tampa, and a 7-1 loss in Orlando against Tampa last week. So these are 2 teams, Adrian, that are looking for their first win of the season.
Yeah, looking to prove themselves here.
Centering pass deflected through the air. Jack Boken taking harassment, getting it to Brantley Miller at the blue line. Bryce corner, cross ice to the near side for Boken. One-timer from the blue line gets blocked away. Near side for Fowler, loose in the blue paint and covered.
That's exactly what I'd like to see.
Alex Fowler trying to go for that cross-seam pass instead of the one-timer on net as it deflected to him. Nathan Shield had no idea where that puck was. Face-off will be on the near side circle. A right-handed catching glove for Nathan Shield. Jack Boken, a little stutter step at the blue line to gain space. Still 35 seconds left on the Eagles' power play. All the way to the far side for the captain, Ryan Marks. He'll send it on goal. Left-handed blocker save made by Nathan Shield. Bouncing puck at the far corner. Marks will settle it down at the blue line. Right corner. Over to Marks, but it was intended for Jack Boken, who vacated his position at the near blue line. So the Eagles will go back into their own end with only 10 seconds left on their power play. Here comes a 4-on-1 for the Eagles after a missed body check, but it gets sent all the way down in the dying seconds of the Knights' penalty kill, so no icing. Chris Robinson wins the race to the dots anyways to negate the no icing. And this one is sent into the Eagles' bench and out of play. 16:59 left in a scoreless first period.
Decent start for the Eagles there. A lot of offensive pressure. Just need to get some better shots on that net.
Now, Adrian, this is one of the only times we're going to see a right-handed glove of Nathan Shield. We're going to see UCF 3 more times throughout the season, but what are the differences that a shooter is looking at as this one comes in front off the far side post? UCF gets it up to the blue line, a one-timer, save made, rebound off the post, it stays out, and the third rebound goes in. You can only have so many rebound saves before it goes in the back of your net, and UCF goes up 1-0, 16:49 left in period number 1. Number 17, Max Weinstock, getting his first of the season.
Sloppy defensive zone there for the Eagles, very sloppy.
So the Knights kill off the game's first power play for the Eagles, and they come right back and get a sloppy goal down low. Mac Beatrice also wearing his catching glove on the right hand. Skated into the near side corner by Christopher Sorrell. He throws it out in front through the blue paint. Intended for Ryan Wagenke, but he couldn't put it home. More collisions at the near half wall. Remy Hawtaw can't keep it in, but he gets support from Costanzo. Ethan Tangney supplying the forecheck pressure, throwing bodies down low against Dylan Howard. Hawtaw for Howard, time below his own goal line. Thrown high off the short glass. This one's going to go all the way down, no icing. They're going to say that Donovan McClellan, who scored last week against the University of Tampa, was able to play that puck. Near side half wall, through the air. Hawtaw holds the line, takes the body, but doesn't keep it in. Bouncing puck at the red line. Donovan McClellan cycling through the neutral zone, waiting for his team to gain neutral ice, and it's dumped in. Andrew Mitchell called up from the D3 team, played against the Gators D3 team last week, getting the call up. Eagles come into the attacking end, shrugged off the shoulder, and the rebound cleared to the far side. That was Chase Talagani making his way down the right wing wall for a scoring opportunity. Andrew Mitchell settling a rolling puck down, 15:30 left in period 1. UCF up by a score of 1-0. Eagles taking hits to make plays to get it out to neutral ice. That's what you got to do. Marks has it in his legs, but he can't corral it, so the Knights will set up out of their own end. A bouncing puck at the blue line finds its way to neutral ice. At the red line, it will be dumped in by Owen Nichols. Cross corner dump in, goes past the right-handed blocker side of Beatrice. And a dangerous turnover on the far side circle is finally picked up by Marks. He'll use his speed down the right wing wall, realizing he's 1-on-4, and dumps it into the corner. Gathers the puck down himself. Skated into by Talagani. Tries for the cycle, but he fanned on it, so the Knights are going to be first on it. Marks supplying the forecheck pressure alone. He's got no support down low, so the Knights are going to have all the time in the world to send a pass up the far side wall and continue their breakout cross ice at the red line, where it's intercepted by Boken. He'll dump it in, taking a hit to make the play on a delayed offsides. Stretch pass through the air, finds the mark, but it's deflected, as Corey Altieri was the intended target on that breakout pass. Now here comes Trevor Reese. Dumps it off the wall into the corner himself. Reese tries to send it out in front. That one is taken away by Gadbois. Reese gets it back. He doesn't have an option up high, so he has to just dump it into open space down low. UCF is there to corral it off the wall. Has a play up towards the blue line. Colin Bridges sends one deflected to the near side corner. That was a theme to the Eagles last week. Too many shots blocked by the Gators. They got to find a way to get shots on goal. The drop pass for Noah Austin from Boken comes in front, deflected by the defenseman down low. Boken to the blue line, and it gets taken away by the Knights. Dumped cross corner at the red line by Chris Robinson. 13:38 left in period one. Dangerous turnover down low. The Knights come out in front. It's into the blocker hand and covered by Mac Beatrice. Face off near side circle in Embry-Riddle territory. 1-0 lead for the UCF Knights. They win the face-off, but cannot hold the blue line. Dumped in, delayed offsides. Eagles corral it, and Costanzo dumps it up the near side wall right into a trio of black jerseys. Costanzo carries it in on a delayed offside posture. It was lodged in his gear, so he had no opportunity. And it looks like they're going to bring the face-off all the way down, so maybe it wasn't lodged in his gear. They're going to call this an intentional offside and bring it all the way down, right back to the left-handed blocker side of Beatrice. Out of the Chesterfield Falcons U18 AA program, and a 6-2-2 record, 2.25 goals against average, .907 save percentage out of Marquette High School in his home state of Missouri. Turner Kaufman with a shot for a rebound, and a good one, as Alex Fowler, streaking towards the net, had to stop at the top of the blue paint to ensure he doesn't take a goaltender interference penalty. 13:07 left in period one, shots tied at 4 apiece. Adrian, the Eagles are down 1-0, but it's a much better start than they had against the Gators last week.
That's for sure. Looking a lot more lively out there. Just got to get one of these shots to connect on goal.
Sorrell with a clean face-off win for Hawtaw. No shooting lane, so he smartly dumps it into the corner, learning from the blocked shots last week against the Gators. Sorrell is stood up trying for the stuff attempt. The Knights get it up to the blue line, but not out. Back down into the corner. Ryan Wagenke taking punishment, leaving it for Sorrell. Tyler Staropoli, who had the only goal of the D3 game last week, he gets the call up to the D2 team. Hawtaw at the red line. He is stripped of possession, taken away by Brendan Rosenfeld. Far side shot blocked away by Costanzo. This one goes through the blue paint, deflecting a couple of times, and Staropoli has an opportunity to clear it out, and he does just that. Thomas Batchelor, cross ice for Mate Erme. Dumps it in, avoiding a trio of white jerseys, and Hawtaw with the reverse hit, but he yields possession away. Knights emerge with it, up to the blue line. Long range shot from Gadbois is blocked away, and Staropoli has to stick handle in a phone booth. No hooking call, even though the crowd wants it. In front for Ryan Marks. It's too far away from him. He'll send a backhander off the outside of the net, rimmed around the boards to the far side. Bryce Corner pinches in from the blue line to hold it in. Saucer pass comes out in front, and again, Marks can't corral it off the backhand. Now to the blue line, Mitchell, a little stutter step, and a pass down low goes over the stick of Marks on choppy ice after the warm-up, and Marks is going to go for a cross-checking penalty as he sent a black jersey down to the ice from behind, and the Knights are going to go on their first power play of the game. Unless a retaliation penalty gets called, and it looks like that's exactly what's happening. So we're going to be 4-on-4 instead of a 5-on-4 power play for the Knights. An early mental miscue for the visitors.
Good break for the Eagles there.
Jack Carr gets nabbed for the extra curriculars after the whistle after Ryan Marks is guilty of the cross-checking penalty. So the face-off will stay in Knights territory. On the near side circle, it looks like that's where the linesman is posted up. Both penalties will go up on the board, and this face-off should actually come outside because Embry-Riddle took the first penalty. I think that's what UCF is also protesting. But right now, everybody is set up in the UCF zone, and that's where they're going to keep the face-off. So 4-on-4 play with 11:41 left in period one. Knights will win the face-off. They're going to come down the near side wall. A shot gets blocked away. Heavy collision right in front of the ZAM entrance. And the Eagles will move the puck up the right wing wall. Noah Austin. His shot gets blocked away. Dropped for UCF. He'll dump it into the corner, taking punishment doing so. Max Weinstock has a skating lane down the near side. Puck rolls away from him, and a quick transition from Bryce Corner goes awry, and the Knights come into the attacking end. Tangney, his shot blocked away, and Costanzo sends him down to the ice with a stiff arm shoulder. Now the defenseman, Bryce Corner, fails on the toe drag, but he dumps it into the near corner. Centering pass for UCF, but he can't get the shot away. Stuff attempt, comes out in front, Corner is there, gets it to the blue line. Colin Bridges on goal, rebound in the blue paint, covered. UCF is dumped down to the ice after the whistle. Much to the dismay of the capacity crowd for the second week in a row. 10:44 left in period 1, 63 seconds left of 4-on-4 play.
Seems like a pretty even matchup so far. Just 1-0 for the UCF Knights there.
Good face-off win from the Eagles. Long-range shot finds its way on goal. The rebound is there as Nathan Shield tried to pick that off the ice with his glove.
A lot better shots coming for the Eagles here than last game.
And as we were talking about, those blocked shots were a key factor in the Gators' win last week, so the fact that shots are getting on goal, Eagles lead the shot category 7-4. That's already a massive improvement from last week.
Yep.
Tyler Staropoli separates his man from the puck, and Trevor Reese tries to escape down the right wing while shielding away the forecheck pressure of Danny Rojano. Eventually the puck finds its way out towards center. Colin Bridges will backhand it in and chase it down himself. Staropoli on the loose puck, 30 seconds of 4-on-4 play. Bouncing right through the low slot, but it goes on to the stick of Matthew Angelela. Remy Hawtaw onside at the blue line, dumps it in. Turner Kaufman hard on the forecheck. He'll supply the pressure. Battling 1-on-2, Staropoli comes in for support, but he's at the end of his shift. 5 seconds left of 4-on-4. Staropoli to Hawtaw. He'll send one off the toe of the blade. In front, one-handed down into the high slot. Hawtaw, backhander, can't get it on goal, and backhanded all the way down. Not going to be enough for an icing call. Good reverse from Andrew Mitchell. Brantley Miller, the assistant captain of this Eagle team. He'll send a long-range shot just wide of the near side post. Hits the corner of the boards and bounces right up into the ceiling and out of play. Face-off near side circle. Knights territory. Brantley Miller sends this one with the pitching wedge on his own over the glass and out of play.
Face-offs were also a big point in practice this week. We weren't winning too many face-offs last week. Looks like we're doing a little better this week.
And this one is going to be covered up. Turner Kaufman, the left-handed center. Brantley Miller gets it in front to Fowler. They talked about that right before the puck was dropped. 3 straight face-off wins for the Eagles, and a partial 2-on-1 is thwarted at the blue line. This one dumped into the high slot in the Eagles zone. Andrew Mitchell goes cross ice. Bryce Corner with a little bit of patience, dumps it off the wall to Fowler. Brantley Miller picks up the loose change. He'll send it on goal. Again, the rebound is there, poked at by Brantley Miller, and he is dumped down by a trio of black jerseys. The whistle had not blown, so Brantley Miller has all the right in the world to that loose puck. Those rebounds are there, Adrian.
They're there. Also smart for Brantley not to fight back there.
David Lytle is not in the lineup tonight, suspended from his antics last game. We were just talking about the ability to maintain your cool. David Lytle got a little bit too physical in front after the Eagles' second goal last week. He's not in the lineup. But we saw good mental stability there from Brantley Miller, composing himself in that net front battle.
Hooking call there for UCF. Puts the Embry-Riddle Eagles on a power play here. First power play didn't go so well. Good offensive zone pressure though, so hopefully we can keep that up or put one in the net here. Shots are 9-4 right now to the Eagles' favor. Hooking call on Embry-Riddle. take that back. We'll see the penalty kill.
Dylan Howard makes his way into the penalty box. So it's going to be a UCF power play. We thought we saw hooking against UCF. Turns out the hook was against Embry-Riddle. So the Knights go on the power play as this one rainbows into the right-handed catching glove of Mac Beatrice. And we'll do it all over again. That takes 6 seconds off the clock with 8:32 left in period one. A 1-0 lead for the visiting UCF Knights. Comunale with the face-off win, held in at the blue line by McClellan. He'll walk in to the near side circle. No shot is had as it goes cross crease for a backdoor pass that went awry. Eagles get it up to the blue line and out. Almost turned over right onto the stick of Tyler Avron, but he couldn't corral it. So Avron with a couple of options on either side. Elects the stick of Comunale. Good cross-ice pass to Owen Nichols. He'll dump it into the corner. Costanzo is first on it, hits a partition of the glass and held in by the Knights. Avron sends one deflected off the outside of the post. That was Owen Nichols again getting a stick on it. Now a shorthanded chance potentially for the Eagles. Ryan Wagenke sends his shot blocked away. And an opportunity for an interference call that the officials let play continue on. So a stretch pass up the near side for Donovan McClellan. And an offside call against the Knights. The referees allowing a hit to be finished by the Knights, much to the dismay of the crowd, with 56 seconds left in the Knights' power play. Embry-Riddle wins the face-off.
Good clear there.
That one will roll on goal, routinely handled by the paddle of Shield. Alex Berg, all the time in the world to send it up the left wing wall. Angelela thrown into the boards. Good hit from Chase Talagani. Also called up from the D3 team after essentially his tryout after he had the inability to make the official tryouts. Embry-Riddle coaching staff giving Talagani the opportunity to prove himself on the D3 team, and that's what it's there for, Adrian.
Exactly. This team has grown a lot in the past 2 years. A big hit from him there as well.
Talagani throwing his body weight around, along with Ryan Marks, forcing the turnover for Bryce Corner at the blue line. He'll walk in, sends one into the glove hand of Shield. No rebound given up. Short-handed pressure from the Eagles.
Good 5-on-5 play here for the Eagles. Oh, 5-on-4.
Eagles still with 1 second on the penalty kill. So Howard is going to be replaced by Trevor Reese as soon as the puck is dropped. The face-off win by the Eagles. Colin Bridges with a shot blocked away, loose in between the hash marks. UCF can't get to it. Reese comes off the bench to supply pressure, but the Knights will skate it out. Max Weinstock dumps it in. Back behind, Colin Bridges will settle it down. Up the near side for Reese, takes his man down with the stick. No call from the officials. Good toe drag to get into space. UCF streaking through the neutral zone. He'll come in, good toe drag, centering pass, fires it wide. Noah Austin was there, off the outside of the net. Reese tries to stuff it home, but from his knee, he couldn't get a good angle on it. Excellent breakout and excellent knowledge from UCF there to cut across the middle of the ice instead of staying stagnant down that right wing wall.
Solid move. He also had Noah coming straight into the crease. It could have been an opportunity there. Austin, Reese, and UCF out at forward with Colin Bridges now. Bridges walks in, 5-hole score! Colin Bridges ties it up for the Eagles. Adrian, you mentioned it just a few moments ago. Face-offs were a key focus in practice. Don't ever let anyone tell you face-offs are not a big part of the game of hockey. The Eagles win the face-off. Colin Bridges walks in off the blue line. 5-hole goal. Huge, huge, huge for the Eagles there. 1-1. New game for the Eagles here.
And that line will stay out. for Bob Joyce. Eagles will win the face-off. This one chipped into the Embry-Riddle bench and out of play. So we are tied at 1 apiece, 5:55 left in period 1. 11-5 is the shot lead for the Eagles. Kaufman with a good tie-up. Allows Alex Fowler the drop pass back to him. Kaufman over the blue line. Again, the drop pass. Good one for Brantley Miller. Sends one towards the net, but it's blocked away. And pinballing at the blue line off the shin pad of Hawtaw. Alex Fowler gets it into the corner. Thrown up towards the blue line. At the red line, it will be dumped in. Danny Rojano around the boards. Miller chips it up towards the blue line. A foot race is won by the Eagles. Turner Kaufman over the blue line, far side. Fowler lets it fly, deflected away. Fowler gets dumped into the boards after a reverse hit. 5:10 left in period 1. Bodies colliding on the far side. Costanzo knocked off the puck, and it rolls to the near corner. Fowler pinches his man into the glass, but no one is down low for the Eagles, so the Knights will start on the breakout. And a hooking penalty coming against Brantley Miller will be touched up by Hawtaw. It wasn't egregious, but the stick got caught in the armpit of one of the Knights players, enough for a hooking call. So the Knights will go back on the power play with 4:50 left in period 1. Four minutes and 50 seconds left in the first.
Solid penalty kill from the Eagles last time.
Face-off won by Embry-Riddle. They'll send it off the body of the linesman, and that allows it to deflect all the way down.
There's a foot race.
Dylan Howard pushed out of the play. Legally, says the official, but he gets possession right back. Hit from behind, right in front of the referee, and dumped on top of, no call. And the crowd giving the officials the what for. Now dumped into the near side corner. Dylan Howard back in the play. And Bryce Corner giving the stiff arm back behind the net, but that allows the Eagles to dump it all the way down. And this is where the Eagles are going to have to keep their mental composure, because once you start getting a couple of heavy hits and missed calls, we have one back behind the play against Ethan Tangney as Christopher Sorrell was dumped into the boards. And good job from Sorrell just to pop back up, get to the bench. No extracurricular penalty taken by the Eagles.
Smart. Good defensive zone pressure there as well. UCF not allowed to get set up on their power play. And we're back to 4-on-4 here for the Eagles.
1 minute and 12 seconds of 4-on-4 play. 4:02 left in period 1. We are tied at 1 apiece. Colin Bridges tied it up after Max Weinstock for UCF gave them the 1-0 lead. The Knights will win the face-off. Skated all the way down on the stick of Jack Carr. 1-on-3. Thrown into the boards by the hip of Costanzo. Remy Hawtaw sends his man down into the ice. Tyler Staropoli using his speed down the near side wall. He'll dump it in 2-on-3. Loose behind. Corey Benny fights for it. Benny will come up with it. Gets it to the blue line for Hawtaw. Has Costanzo, but he throws it on goal, but he missed it wide. Staropoli tries to send it down low, but it deflects onto the stick of a black jersey, thrown all the way down. This should be an icing call. Thomas Gadbois had no clue that it was even strength 4-on-4. He thought that the Knights were shorthanded, but there's still half a minute left of 4-on-4 play. So some Marks and Staropoli out with Costanzo and Hawtaw. Marks with the face-off win. No option up high, so he sent it cross ice to the far side. He'll send Gadbois into the boards. Comes up into the high slot with it. Rolling at the blue line. Held in. Costanzo. A little stutter step. Far circle. Costanzo centering pass. Rebound. Score! Ryan Marks gives the Eagles their first lead of the night. with 3:02 left in period one. It's 2-1 Embry-Riddle.
Beautiful setup there from the blue line. Capped it and take it to the net.
Derek Costanzo holding the line, the stutter step cross ice, gets it in front to Talagani, and he fanned on the shot, but he got it to Ryan Marks, who made no mistake on a tricky rolling puck in the slot. 2-1 lead for Embry-Riddle, and it was a 4-on-4 even strength goal, so in 10 seconds Embry-Riddle will still have a power play, but it's a 2-on-1 on the transition for the Knights. Right into the breadbasket of Beatrice, but Bryce Corner trying to clear out the muck in front from Alex Berg. 1 second left until Brantley Miller comes out of the penalty box behind the UCF defense, so they got to be careful. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in period one. It is 2-1 Embry-Riddle. Ryan Marks with his second goal in as many games. Scored the first goal of the season against UF last week. Kyle Usiak will replace Brantley Miller as this one's rimmed off the body of the referee. And it's chipped at the red line by Usiak. So Ryan Marks first on it into the corner. All the way up to the top of the zone has Talagani. Centering pass, cross ice, missed it just wide did Colin Bridges. 30 seconds of power play time for Embry-Riddle. Talagani, dangerous centering pass is picked off and cleared all the way down by the Knights. Bridges around the boards, he'll get it back from corner. 2:16 left in period one. And here comes Turner Kaufman with 12 seconds of power play time. Kaufman gets around a defenseman, but it's poked away by Gadbois at the last second. Talagani, no option at the blue line, so he's forced to hold on to it. Now he's got time and space at the top of the zone, sends it in front, a backhander missed just wide. Nathan Shield was out of position. And this icing is going to be waved off as Talagani's dead tired at the end of his shift, but the linesman had no idea about the hybrid icing, and he inadvertently called the play down due to an icing. And one of the rule changes from a couple of years ago should bring the faceoff out towards center, but the Collegiate Hockey Federation says that the faceoff will stay in Embry-Riddle territory. Just a mental miscue from the men in stripes. It's still game number one for him. 1:51 left in period one. 2-1 lead for Embry-Riddle. Back to 5-on-5 full and even strength. At the blue line, Tyler Avron dumps it around the boards, back behind. Boken with good stick positioning, keeping the play below the goal line. Getting help from Kaufman. Two-a-side battle. Turner Kaufman just more than content in keeping the puck out of danger. But the Knights will bring it out from below the goal line, towards the blue line and out. Alex Fowler has a step behind the defense, but he can't get to the loose puck, but it's onside for Brantley Miller, but he turns it over in the circle, giving right back to Fowler. 1:13 left in period one. Miller with a good reverse for Kaufman, chipped out in front by Fowler, but no one was home in a white jersey. Knights over the blue line onside. Chris Robinson dumped down to the ice, and the breakout ensues for the defenseman, Jack Boken. Gets back to his feet, and Brantley Miller with a backhander down the wall, and a four-man line change for Embry-Riddle. Chris Sorrell separates puck from body, but the Eagles were making a line change, so there was no support on the forecheck. Held in by Remy Hawtaw with 39 seconds left in period one. This one will go all the way down. This should be an icing call, and it will be. 33.2 seconds left on the clock. 2-1 lead for Embry-Riddle. Ryan Marks and Colin Bridges consecutive goals for the Eagles after Max Weinstock got the Knights on the board early in period one. Near side circle, Sorrell wins it. Howard with a shot gets blocked away. Central Florida with a breakout up the near side wall on the stick of Comunale. Over the blue line with 20 seconds left, in and out of the glove of Beatrice, but the rebound cleared up, sent all the way down, and the Knights will have an icing call in their favor with 15 seconds left of period one.
Very active period from both sides. Still early in the season here, so a little bit of rough hockey, but much better start from Embry-Riddle Eagles here.
Knights with the face-off win. This one rolls in on goal. Good pad save on a good positional save from Mac Beatrice, and the Eagles will get some fresh skaters out after the icing call. 10.9 seconds left, still plenty of time, and dangerous offensive zone face-off for the Knights here. We'll do it all over again on the far side circle. Eagles will win it. They'll dump it up to the blue line, not out. Held in at the blue line, chipped out again, but not out. Sent towards the net. Rebound is there, off the outside of the post. Not sure if it was a blocker save or not, but Mac Beatrice making up for his mistake, according to the team, giving him the taps on the head. He left the rebound, but he got back into position to make that save.
Eagles escape out of this period with the lead, 2-1.
So Adrian, one of the themes we've been talking about this whole game is that mental composure, not only to stay out of the penalty box, but for the second game in a row, Eagles go down early, get themselves back in this game, and they lead 2-1 going into the first intermission.
Yes, sir. Strong start from the Eagles there. Penalties, the ones we took, questionable calls on my end. No retaliation calls, which is a huge one for us. Staying out of that box, but good way to bounce back. 0-1 and then 2-1. Very good start for the Eagles.
And we will be back for the start of period number 2 here on the Embry-Riddle Eagles Broadcast Network.
We're up with the sun, on the flight line, on the quad, on the track, in the sky and in the surf. We are serious, intense, fearless. We work hard and we play harder. We are pioneers, travelers, adventurers, explorers. We build the bots, we put the roar in rockets. We tweak the code and we craft the apps. We plan it, we run it. If you can fly it, build it, or lead it, our alumni have done it. We built it, they came, and we're still growing from every state and more than 100 countries. We are the only, the best, the industry leaders, and we've only just begun. We're cranking our rankings to the next level. Number 1 in the conference. Number 1 in the classroom. We're making waves, competing on brand new planes. We're taking business, medicine, engineering, and flight into space. We teach it, we preach it, we help you reach it. Your dreams, your goals, extra focus, extra fast, extraordinary. Embry-Riddle.
Academic excellence is the first priority of our team. We're constantly learning about the game of hockey and building our hockey intelligence.
In hockey, we learn critical skills that apply to our professional careers, such as perseverance, teamwork, leadership, communicating with others, and decision-making.
We prioritize our coursework.
We understand and value teamwork.
We have a strong work ethic based on discipline and goal setting.
We win through academic achievement.
We win by triumphing over adversity.
We win by conquering our goals.
back for the start of period number 2 between the Embry-Riddle Eagles and the UCF Knights. Embry-Riddle, for the first time this young season, we will have a 2-1 lead for the Eagles coming onto a fresh sheet of ice. Nick Gimbel alongside Adrian Deborah here for this Collegiate Hockey Federation matchup. Embry-Riddle in their home whites will be moving left to right. UCF in black moving right to left. Adrian, what is the message from head coach Bob Joyce with the first time this season having a lead going into a period?
Yeah, just came out of that locker room, a lot of good energy. Big message was staying out of that box, keeping our heads clean, just like we saw Braylon Miller was getting a little chippy there, but kept his head cool. Staying out of that box, winning those faceoffs, and keeping that forecheck on.
Both teams 0 for 3 on the man advantage in period number 1. All 3 goals in this game were scored at even strength. Mac Beatrice in net for Embry-Riddle. Nathan Shield in net for UCF. Embry-Riddle will have opening possession. Boken for Bridges, cross ice. Back to the far side, off the wall for Talagani. Skate to stick after he hit a wet patch of ice. And goes up to the blue line. Boken lets it fly just wide of the net.
Good pressure to start the period here.
Corey Benny around the wall, far side for Marks to the blue line. Boken fakes the cross ice pass, holds onto it. Good patience, and he gets it down low for Talagani. Corrals it off the wall, has support with Benny to the near corner. Embry-Riddle with good offensive zone presence on the cycle here to start. 19:22 left in period 2, 2-1 lead for the Eagles. Talagani couldn't get a backhand shot away after getting space for himself in the high slot. Talagani still holding on to it. He's got to let it go sometime, but he draws a tripping penalty against UCF, delayed as Marks has possession. Bridges looking for a cross-seam pass. It goes deflected back behind the net. No possession was had, so play goes on. Finally, it's going to be corralled by Ethan Tangney, and the Eagles will go on their first power play of period number 2. They're 0 for 3 to this point.
Let's see if it can be 4 times the charm here for the Embry-Riddle Eagles on their power play. It's been lacking this year, but only 2 games in, so a lot of room to improve here.
Face off on the far side circle. UCF tries to clear it out, but it turns into a slow roller at the blue line for Jack Boken. Straightaway shot down Broadway. He shoots it high over the crossbar. Got to get pucks on net. Trevor Reese centering pass, one-timer in and out of the glove, and covered finally before the puck goes in the net. The official blew it down, and Nathan Shield gets the benefit of the doubt from the official as the puck was on the opposite side, out of view of the referee.
This ice can be tricky right after it gets Zamboni, and a lot of sticky spots on the ice there. I see Jack struggling with it. You think you have a clear lane in, and the puck just stops.
Dumped back behind. Towards the blue line, Costanzo. Doesn't take the shot, and it rolls away from him, and it's backhanded out with a pitchfork down the near side wall. It's a foot race shorthanded for UCF. The centering pass is deflected away by Costanzo, who had a stick lodged in his armpit. And Costanzo enters the battle and settles things down. Had Noah Austin wide open here on the stretch pass, but he's forced to go all the way back behind. Bryce Corner setting things up. Has Austin on his left, but has options on his right with UCF. Good corral of the pass on the backhand. Gains the red line and dumps it in halfway through the power play. Reese behind for Austin. Throws it off the back of the net, and it's rimmed up the near side wall. Bryce Corner holds it in. UCF backhands it down low. Noah Austin. UCF seals it away. They got a 2-on-1 short-handed, but they throw it off the glass and all the way down. And it will be covered up by Mac Beatrice. And now the Eagles are going to come in and protect their goaltender after he got a little bit of a snow shower well after he covered that loose puck. Again, we got to be careful about those unnecessary retaliation penalties. Yeah, you want to stick up for your goaltender, but at some point, you got to protect the 1-goal lead.
You got to be smart about it. Got to be very smart.
No penalty calls come from this, so we'll have a face-off on the near side circle. Still 33 seconds of power play time for Embry-Riddle.
Power play struggling to get established in their offensive zone here.
Alex Fowler stripped of possession in the high slot, forces Remy Haltaw back into his own corner. Thrown into a board battle, and the Eagles will emerge with it. Turner Kaufman springs Brantley Miller down the left wing wall. 3-on-2 over the blue line. The centering pass makes it cross crease. Fowler reverses down into the corner. Kaufman walks off the wall, sends it into the breadbasket of Nathan Shield, and no rebound is given up. 12 seconds left of Embry-Riddle power play time. 17-12 left in period 2. 2-1 is the lead for Embry-Riddle. Face-off near side circle. At the blue line, Colin Bridges. He is stripped of possession. Here comes UCF shorthanded down the near side wall. Alex Berg sends it over the crossbar. Never got a shot on goal. A 3-on-2 transition now for Embry-Riddle. Fowler over the blue line. He misses wide again.
UCF back at even strength here.
Brantley Miller with a one-timer off the left pillow of Shield. Rebound back behind. Turner Kaufman thrown down to the ice. That's a penalty against the Knights. It is a holding penalty. Ethan Tangney protesting the hit instead of the tackle, but the Embry-Riddle crowd telling them that you cannot hold another player.
A lot of power play opportunities here for the Eagles.
0 for 4 to this point. Power play number 5 of the game, second of the period. Knights will win the face-off, but they cannot clear the zone. Costanzo sends it cross ice, but it deflects and goes right back onto his stick. He'll get it down low. Cross ice pass has Boken. Back for Costanzo. His shot blocked away again. Good stick in the shooting lane from Rojano. Now it's loose in the blue paint, and it's sent to the near side corner. Costanzo pinching in at the blue line. Marks good presence at the blue line, allowing his defenseman to go into the corner. Thrown out in front, and a little stutter step one-timer goes all the way down. Mac Beatrice behind the net for Boken. Up the near side wall for Costanzo, taking a hit to make the drop pass back to Boken.
With speed here.
Boken tries to get around the defense, can't send it out in front. Good body from Thomas Batchelor. Boken gets space, and the centering pass intended backdoor for Corey Benny goes all the way out to neutral ice, halfway through the power play. Costanzo, last man back, got to be cautious with these stick handles, but he gets it up the wall to Benny, and it's thrown into the penalty box and out of play. The faceoff should be back at neutral ice with 50 seconds left in the Eagles' power play. Face-off right in front of the UCF bench across from the crowd. Trevor Reese is stripped of possession. Eagles will start their power play breakout from behind their own net. Colin Bridges will do the honors. Up the near side wall for Noah Austin. Fans on the centering pass, but it finds the mark of Bryce Corner, but it goes back down to Embry-Riddle territory. Bridges for Austin. Space down the right wing wall. 20 seconds of power play time. Around the horn. Trevor Reese holds on to it. Cycled back down low. Noah Austin with time to the blue line. Bryce Corner. Fans on the shot. Loose puck goes back towards the far half wall. Down low, UCX centering pass for Reese, and he missed the one-timer wide. Didn't get solid wood on it, and it's cleared all the way down by UCF. And that is power play number 5 for Embry-Riddle that is killed off. Eagles trying to come down the near side wall. They dangerously turn it over, and a long-range shot misses well wide. Rebound off the end boards, and a diving block by Trevor Reese. Puck comes back out in front. Colin Bridges with a stick in the shooting lane, and this one goes out the left pad of Mac Beatrice. Eagles just got to get it out right now, got to simplify things, and they do just that.
A mistake here from UCF.
And we have a penalty back behind the play. It's going to be against Colin Bridges, it looks like. Bridges has no idea he's being penalized for a slash. So UCF is going to go on their first power play of the period, their fourth of the game. Face-off back down to the Embry-Riddle zone. 14:08 left in period two. 2-1 lead for Embry-Riddle. Bridges and Marks with goals. Talagani, Bridges, Alston, and Costanzo picking up assists in the first period. Knights will have possession on their power play. To the blue line for Avron, and a delayed penalty on that hit in the corner. UCF now 6-on-4 with the pulled goalie on the delayed penalty against Embry-Riddle. Alex Berg sends it down low, goes into the legs of an Eagle player, but it's not called for a possession as Andrew Mitchell couldn't get a handle on it. This one deflected out towards center. The UCF coaching staff wanting his team to just give Embry-Riddle possession. They would have a 5-on-3, but now it's a 6-on-4. Now they've just got to deal with it. Alex Berg, cross ice through center for Weinstock. He's got the only UCF goal to this point. And it's finally taken by Dylan Howard. So instead of what would have been about 1 minute and 45 seconds of 5-on-3 power play time, now it's only 1 minute and 12 seconds. Still a substantial 5-on-3 power play, but the UCF coaching staff, head coach Anthony Mariani, telling his team, you just got to give Embry-Riddle the puck there.
Yeah, it was a smart move on UCF's part. Embry-Riddle semi-benefiting from it. Still down on a 5-on-3 though. Let's see what they can do here.
Costanzo, along with Marks and Boken, tasked with killing off Embry-Riddle's first 5-on-3 against of the game. Near side circle faceoff is won by Embry-Riddle. Handcuffs Jack Boken. Throws it up into a trio of black jerseys, and he's got to do his best 1-on-3 to kill time along the boards. UCF comes out with it. Boken gets right back into the fray. Marks and Costanzo doing a good job not getting drawn into the corner battle. UCF comes out with it, but Erme fell down on the play, and this one sent into the ceiling and out of play, so the faceoff will stay in Embry-Riddle territory.
Good effort there from Jack Boken, playing 3-on-1 for a good part of 15 seconds there.
Now there's a couple of officiating teams that will not allow a defenseman to hold the puck along the boards for too long and just blow the play dead. The rule book states that the puck has to be in motion most of the time to allow play to continue on, but the official said play on in that instance. Costanzo pressuring hard. Marks comes in, a one-handed whack, a rolling puck at the blue line. UCF holds it in. Near side for Berg. He'll take the shot into the glove hand of Beatrice. No rebound given up. There was a good screen in front of Beatrice too, but he located that puck, snagged it out of the air with that right hand.
Very confident stance there.
And that's the key word there, Adrian, confidence, because this is his first collegiate start, and he's making good saves like that. 1 goal on 11 shots against. D-to-D cross ice pass, and no one was in front of Beatrice, so a routine pad save. This one with the pitching wedge all the way out. Shorthanded chance for Turner Kaufman. Got to be careful because it's a 5-on-3 still, and here comes UCF on an odd man break, 5-on-2.
10 seconds left in that first penalty.
Angelela with the drop pass and the cross ice for McClellan. He'll send it on goal. Rebound is in the blue paint. Beatrice stands his ground and covers the loose puck. Bryce Corner taken down at the side of the net. One of the Knights players is incensed at the near side post. Looks like that is Matthew Angelela. Thomas Gadbois being escorted to the UCF penalty box. And with only 1 second left on the original Embry-Riddle penalty, that should bring a 4-on-4 unless the referees are calling anything else.
Looks like they're taking...
Remy Holitaw is going to go to the box. So both of those penalties will not go on the scoreboard. A couple of roughing penalties, so we'll stay 5-on-3. But in 1 second, Andrew Mitchell is going to come back out onto the ice, and it'll be a 5-on-4 power play for UCF, but now a discussion between the officials at center ice. All of this with 12:09 left in period 2. And that's exactly what's going to happen. It's going to stay 5-on-3. So confirmation after the conference. There's an Embry-Riddle player coming out of the box right as the puck is dropped. Eagles win the face-off, but they cannot clear it out. UCF back behind the Embry-Riddle net. 5-on-4 power play for 42 seconds. To the near side for Comunale. Around the horn, Jack Boken is there, avoids a hit, gets it to Alex Fowler, but it was rimming on the top of the board, so he couldn't get a handle on it, and it's deflected over the glass and out of play, so it'll stay in the Embry-Riddle zone. 29 seconds left of Eagle penalty kill time. .48 left in period 2. This would be huge for the Eagles to maintain their 2-1 lead. Knights with the face-off win. McClellan, a long-range shot blocked away by Boken. Fowler with a chance to clear, gets it on the stick of Kaufman. 1-on-3, a heavy back check from Comunicale. And he's going to take a penalty on that back check. So Comunale is going to go to the box. Dangerous there from Donovan McClellan, chirping the Embry-Riddle Eagles that collided at their offensive blue line after the whistle. The official was looking at him, making sure he wasn't doing too much. It was just a light stick tap. A couple of chirps here and there, not going to get you thrown in the box, but again, that mental stability that you got to have. You got to make sure you're keeping yourself composed. So we're at 4-on-4, 13 seconds left until the Eagles go on the power play. Loose puck off the face-off, comes to Costanzo. Boken, intended for a deflection, comes through the blue paint and off the stick of Shield and skated out by UCF. 4-on-4, so they couldn't have iced it, and it's intercepted by Jack Boken. Gets around a heavy hit at the blue line, gets into the high slot. Settles it down for Noah Austin. Trevor Reese posting up in the slot, up to the blue line for Kyle Jusiak. It was intended for him in the high slot, and Boken was too far down low, so it goes all the way down to Eagle territory. Boken with all the time in the world through neutral ice. Over the blue line, near circle, lets it fly off the shoulder of Shield. Rebound to the far corner, 1:17 left in Eagle power play time. And this one will be cleared out by UCF. They'll make a 3-man line change. They want to make it a wholesale, and they do. Open ice down the near side. Costanzo taking a hit for the drop pass. Austin skates it in the rest of the way. Pressured from behind. Trevor Reese picks up the loose change. On the cycle for Austin, the stuff attempt is stripped away by Max Weinstock. To the blue line, Bridges holds it in, has to backhand it down the wall. Austin continues it down low for Reese. Good centering pass for Costanzo at the blue line. Takes the shot, deflected just off the outside of the net on the far side. UCF cannot clear it out. Bridges holds the line, walks into the corner. The centering pass blocked away by the body of Ethan Tangney. At the blue line. Talagani getting in the way of that clearing attempt, has Jusiak down low. Cycled for Talagani, has Bryce Corner at the blue line, the Embry-Riddle crowd getting into it. And a fluttering pass by Colin Bridges finds the neutral zone.
10 seconds remaining on that power play.
Nearly too many men on the ice for Embry-Riddle, so they have to just watch this one come back out towards center. Dumped in off of a body, Ryan Marks picks it up. Cross ice pass, Bryce corner, no 5-hole goal this time. Good pad save from Shield. This one comes in front, blocked down by Shield, and the rebound cleared by the Knights. This should be an icing call. We're back to 5-on-5, full and even strength, and it will be.
Bryce a little bit unlucky on that one. Looks like he tried to lift that one and just stayed on the ice.
Shots 20-14 in favor of Embry-Riddle. 2-1 is the lead still.
Goalie change coming up here for the Eagles.
And Bob Joyce was talking about this pre-game with both of these goalies being newcomers to Embry-Riddle and a light training camp in the college programs. Mac Beatrice will come out of this game 1 goal against 14 shots. We will see Mitchell Quinn, not Mitchell Kim. Mitchell Quinn makes his way into this game. 5 games played with the New Jersey Titans U18 AAA program. 2.60 goals against average, .902 save percentage in the Garden State. So Embry-Riddle defense has to be careful here because UCF is going to be throwing the puck on net from anywhere against a cold goaltender. Picked up by Benny. Centering pass for Marks. A backhander missed just wide.
Back to 5-on-5 here. It's been a while.
Hawtaw's shot blocked away from the blue line. Turned over down low. Wagenke trying to strip possession away. 2-on-3 battle is won by UCF. And McClellan starts the breakout. Up the near side wall, Matej Erme throwing the body down low against Mitchell. Mitchell returning the favor. And Wagenke supporting down low. Excellent breakout here for Embry-Riddle, but it gets deflected, but fortunately onto the stick of Hawtaw, dead tired at the end of his shift. He'll dump it in, taking a hit at the blue line, but not peeling off for a line change just yet. Knights turn it over at the blue line. Sorrell down low for Wagenke, and a blind centering pass somehow finds Colin Bridges at the blue line. Now Howard with a little bit of a cross check from behind, falls down on the play. Knights on their breakout now. Runs into the referee, setting a pick, and the Eagles keep it down low. 7:43 left in period 2. A takedown down low as Wagenke fell on top of the puck. That's what draws the whistle. 7:40 left in period 2. 2-1 is the lead for Embry-Riddle still.
Seems like most of this period's been played not full strength for either team, hasn't it?
Three penalties from UCF, 2 penalties from Embry-Riddle. Finally, we'll get some 5-on-5 play. Costanzo at the blue line. His shot blocked away. Should have just dumped that into the corner, but it finds Staropoli. Sends it cross ice. Now Kaufman, the cycle for Fowler. Had Costanzo at the blue line, but elects to keep it down low for Kaufman again. Staropoli turns it over down low, peeling it out. Now Kaufman, far side Staropoli. He is thrown down to the ice and then tripped up, and the Eagles coaching staff wants a call. They're not going to get it. Dumped at the red line into the near side corner. Costanzo taking the body out of the play. Pushing and shoving in front of the Embry-Riddle net. Finally a two-a-side battle as Kaufman supports down low. Referee's going to let this play continue with 6:45 left in the second. All the way up towards the blue line as a breakout passes an errant one. In and out of the glove. The rebound is there, and it's a goal. Now this should be a penalty against UCF as Alex Fowler was skating away from the play. The UCF player who scored, number 16, Corey Altieri, with a shush to the crowd. He's going to make his way into the penalty box because of the extracurriculars, and we have a UCF player down in front of their bench, not sure what caused it. So Corey Altieri, who scored last week for UCF against Tampa.
Number 2 for UCF there.
Ethan Tangney struggling to get onto the UCF bench, and we're going to have a conference between the officials about how he ended up in pain in front of his bench. But as we were just talking about, a cold goaltender in Mitchell Quinn thought he had that reaching across his body to catch that with the left-handed glove. Dropped down, he had no idea where it was. And much like their first goal for UCF, another mucky, grinding goal down low. Mitchell Quinn just had no idea where that loose puck was. But again, the mental capacity to keep your composure just wasn't there after that whistle this time.
Sloppy play from the Eagles there as well. Long discussion from the refs here, though.
I saw the official point to Corey Altieri after going up behind Alex Fowler and chirping him after the goal. So based on that, I would expect at a minimum one UCF player in the box, but we don't know what happened to Ethan Tangney in front of the UCF bench, so potential here for either offsetting penalties, or maybe if there is a butt ending or an egregious enough slash, there may be an opportunity for a 5-minute major penalty against Embry-Riddle, in which case both penalties would go up on the board and we'd be 4-on-4. Corey Altieri with his bubble cage knocked up and still chirping the Embry-Riddle crowd again at capacity. So the crowd doing a good job of getting a couple of UCF players off kilter, but right now they have tied the game up at 2 apiece, so only so much can be done. And here we see Ethan Tangney holding his jaw, so he got maybe a stick or a fist up high. He's making his way into the UCF locker room, so he's done for the time being. Tyler Staropoli makes his way into the Embry-Riddle penalty box. Again, we didn't see what caused Ethan Tangney to go down, so we'll wait to see if there's a 2 or a 5 up on the board on the Embry-Riddle side. But right now, there's still no one in the UCF penalty box after the initial unsportsmanlike conduct, what looked like was going to be a call from the officials. And that's what Ryan Marks is talking about.
5 minutes put up on the board there.
None of the Eagle players left the game, so there is no game misconduct attached to it. And it looks like the officials are not going to call the initial unsportsmanlike penalty that they did that started all of this.
Unsure what's happening right now. Another player going to the box.
So potential that Tyler Staropoli gets a 5-minute major and 10-minute misconduct instead of the game misconduct, because it looks like Dylan Howard has come into the box to serve the 5-minute major, but the first penalty against UCF has somehow evaporated. So it's a 5-on-4 power play, a 5-minute major power play for UCF. 6.5 left in period 2. Offside over the blue line as Tanis Bell came in a little too early. Embry-Riddle with the face-off win will clear it all the way down. UCF on the power play breakout. Down the near side wall, it's Chris Robinson. Stripped away a possession by Talagani. Needs to clear it out. He uses the backhand, and it stays in play and goes all the way down. Good clearance with the backhand. 4:15 left in the UCF major penalty power play. Jack Boken sends his man into the boards, but does not stop the momentum of the puck into his defensive zone. Backhanded up and out. Kaufman, along with Boken, hard on the penalty kill forecheck pressure. Got to be careful not to get caught on the wrong side of the play, but the Eagles will clear it all the way down.
Very aggressive penalty kill there for the Eagles. Could get caught out.
Embry-Riddle has made their defensive line change. There's a UCF player back behind Remy Hawtaw. He finally spots him and backs up. That is Alex Berg looking for that stretch pass, but it goes onto the stick of Max Weinstock on the far side. Cross-ice pass for McClellan. Forced into a dump in by Bryce Corner, and Kaufman picks up the loose change and dumps it out. Alex Fowler nearly with the takeaway on the penalty kill, but it's dumped all the way down by Remy Hawtaw. 4:50 left in the second period. We are tied up at 2 apiece thanks to Corey Altieri. 3:04 left in the UCF major penalty power play. We'll get clarification at the second intermission as to what the exact penalty calls are, because now at this point I do not see Tyler Staropoli in the penalty box. But right now it's UCF with offensive zone presence. Glove down in the high slot. UCF brings it down low in between the hash marks, and a diving block by Bryce Corner gets it to the blue line, not out. Jack Carr into the corner. Alex Berg off of an Embry-Riddle stick. Remy Hawtaw around the boards and all the way down. Halfway through this major penalty kill.
Good solid kill here for the Eagles.
4 minutes left in the second period. Once again tied at 2. This one deflecting off of an Embry-Riddle stick on the forecheck, so that's why there's no icing. Costanzo stripped of possession from behind. UCF gets it to the blue line. Gadbois, good left pad save there from Mitchell Quinn. Hawtaw thrown into the boards, gets the puck back and sends it down the middle.
UCF seems to be struggling to establish their power play up there in the offensive zone.
3.5 left in the middle frame. Gadbois, good breakout pass through center for the latest goal scorer, Corey Altieri. And Gadbois in and out of the glove of Mitchell Quinn. That's how UCF scored their most recent game-tying goal. Long-range shot deflecting, loose down low, cleared out by Embry-Riddle. Derek Costanzo doing the dirty work down low.
1 minute and 30 seconds remaining on this 5-minute penalty kill.
Off the skates of Hunter Chard. Loose at the red line. Corey Benny harassed by a trio of black jerseys and given up to UCF. 1:14 left in the major penalty power play for UCF. And they turn it over to Costanzo at the blue line. He'll send it, glove down by Wagenke. Fanning on the slap shot, but it goes to the far corner for Corey Benny. Thrown into the boards and yields possession with 55 seconds left. On the Eagles penalty kill, 2.5 left in period 2. We're tied at 2. Deuce is wild right now. Down the left wing wall, a shot goes off the right pad of Mitchell Quinn from the stick of Alex Berg. Berg thrown into the corner, kicks it down low. Hunter Chard trying to force it out in front, nothing happening there, and he forces it to the point where he sends it all the way down the ice himself. Half a minute remaining on the Embry-Riddle penalty kill. At the red line, Costanzo standing his ground, cannot clear the zone, gets help from Marks to get it to neutral ice. 15 seconds left, 1:53 left in the period. Alex Berg with a long-range slap shot that goes a mile high. Colin Bridges around the boards, but he can't clear it out. McClellan keeps it in, and we are back to 5-on-5, full and even strength. Embry-Riddle kills off the 5-minute major penalty. That shot deflected. Here comes Ryan Marks in the transition 2-on-1 with Brentley Miller. Miller down the near side. Good shot blocked by the outstretched stick of Donovan McClellan. Andrew Mitchell taking body instead of puck and getting help from Alex Talagani to keep it alive. Centering pass, backhander by Ryan Marks is covered by the right-handed glove of Nathan Shield. Excellent penalty kill from Embry-Riddle, and then right on the transition to offense.
It's going to be very interesting to see what that call was for and if you actually got a game misconduct for it. Very curious.
As we mentioned, we saw Tyler Staropoli make his way into the Embry-Riddle penalty box, followed by Dylan Howard, but Staropoli is nowhere to be seen right now. UCF over the attacking blue line. Good back check from Fowler.
1 minute on the clock.
Down to the near corner. Andrew Mitchell supplying the body. Turner Kaufman supporting with Fowler on the boards at the half wall. And now the officials will stop play with the puck being lodged on the corner boards for too long with 44 seconds left in the second period. We are tied at 2 apiece. Faceoff will stay in the Embry-Riddle zone, near side circle. UCF making a forward line change just before the puck is dropped. At the blue line, a rolling puck is held in. UCF down to the high slot, stripped of possession by Turner Kaufman, and a backhander goes wide on the rebound attempt. Now Bryce Corner throws his man into the boards. That was Max Weinstock getting punishment from the veteran defenseman. Now Altieri walking out in front. A backhander flutters to the near half wall with 20 seconds left in the period. A long-range shot goes wide. Heavy collision on the far side as Remy Hawtaw and Gadbois collide. Now loose down in the low slot. A shot gets blocked away. Turner Kaufman's got to clear this out. Takes a hit up high from Gadbois and a late arm up from the official. And a penalty call against UCF. An interference penalty against Gadbois. Realizing that Turner Kaufman didn't have possession of that puck. So with 2.2 seconds left in the second period, we'll migrate the faceoff all the way down to the UCF defensive zone. Only enough time for maybe a shot right on goal, but other than that, not too much. And then we will have basically a full 2-minute power play when we come back onto a fresh sheet of ice. Adrian, how much of a difference does that make in the feel of the power play?
It's good being able to go in the locker room, talk about your strategy, trying to figure out what you're trying to set up there in the offensive zone.
Ryan Marks, a right-handed shot, so he's going to try to draw this one back to Kyle Usiak, who's dislodged a little bit from the hash mark slot in the slot. Not sure what Bob Joyce's discussion is with the officials. They've got the power play. Potential that they wanted to face off on the right side. Kaufman lost the face-off. UCF gets it down low, and the centering pass is a little too late. So the lone goal of that period belongs to Corey Altieri for UCF, tying the game at 2 apiece. Both teams, just as they were in period number 1, 0 for 3 on the power play in the second period, 0 for 6 on the night, but a 5-on-3 and a 5-minute major penalty kill in that second period for Embry-Riddle. What kind of momentum does that break for Embry-Riddle, but also give this home crowd?
Yeah, it was good to see that 5-on-3 being killed off. Long 5-minute penalty there as well. But it's good for the crowd to see our team going 2-2 with the 2-minute penalty coming up here in the third period. Here's a chance for the Embry-Riddle to finally prove themselves, take their first win of the season after not a great start.
And we will be back for the start of that third and final period between Embry-Riddle and UCF here on the Embry-Riddle Eagles Broadcast Network.
We're up with the sun, on the flight line, on the quad, on the track, in the sky and in the surf. We are serious, intense, fearless. We work hard and we play harder. We are pioneers, travelers, adventurers, explorers. We build the bots, we put the roar in rockets. We tweak the code and we craft the apps. We plan it, we run it. If you can fly it, build it, or lead it, our alumni have done it. We built it, they came, and we're still growing from every state and more than 100 countries. We are the only, the best, the industry leaders, and we've only just begun. We're cranking our rankings to the next level. #1 in the conference, #1 in the classroom. We're making waves, competing on brand new planes. We're taking business, medicine, engineering, and flight into space. We teach it, we preach it, we help you reach it. Your dreams, your goals, extra focus, extra fast, extraordinary. Embry-Riddle.
Academic excellence is the first priority of our team. We're constantly learning about the game of hockey and building our hockey intelligence.
In hockey, we learn critical skills that apply to our professional careers, such as perseverance, teamwork, leadership, communicating with others, and decision-making.
We prioritize our coursework.
We understand and value teamwork.
We have a strong work ethic based on discipline and goal setting.
We win through academic achievement.
We win by triumphing over adversity.
We win by conquering our goals.
Back here for the start of period number 3 between the Embry-Riddle Eagles and the UCF Knights. Collegiate Hockey Federation matchup. Game number 3 of the season for Central Florida. Game number 2 of the season for Embry-Riddle. Both teams looking for their first win of the season. We are tied at 2 apiece. Corey Altieri scoring the only goal of the second period, tying the game up for UCF. 1 minute and 58 seconds of power play time for Embry-Riddle. Nick Gimbel alongside Adrian Deborah here for the start of period number 3. Adrian, it seems like Embry-Riddle just needs to simplify things a little more to pull ahead, and they start this period on the power play.
Yeah, really just got to calm things down, settle it down, and get a good opportunity and put it in the net.
Jack Boken, cross ice, and a good pad save, and the rebound will not be cleared by UCF.
Good hustle there.
Corey Benny thrown into the wall. Gets a little bit of support on the near side corner. Jack Boken again at the blue line, straight away, takes the shot, he scores!
What a start for the Eagles here, up 3-2, not even a minute in.
Jack Boken from the blue line lets it fly, goes undeflected, and a screened Nathan Shield didn't see it until it came out from behind him.
What a start here for the Eagles, absolutely dream.
So Jack Boken with his first goal of the season, and finally, Embry-Riddle gets on the board on the power play.
1 for 6, is it? So 1 for 7.
This one is going to be dumped into a two-a-side corner battle. Chipped out by UCF. They have a step behind Colin Bridges down the far side wall. Shrugged off the play nicely by Jack Boken. The most recent goal scorer for Embry-Riddle throws this one through center ice, and a dangerous hit from behind against Noah Austin goes uncalled for UCF. They have to just let this one go right past him. They're going to say Colin Bridges was close enough to that play to touch the puck, and so play continues up the near side wall for UCF over the blue line. Thrown into the glass and separates him from the puck. Hunter Chard down the near side wall, knocked away by Alex Fowler. And we did get clarification that Tyler Staropoli with a 5-minute major and a slashing penalty for the game misconduct for Staropoli. So the D3 call-ups night is done after an egregious stick to the jaw of one of the UCF players. Andrew Mitchell at center. Alex Fowler dumps it the rest of the way. Gadbois with an errant stretch pass goes off the boards and all the way down for an icing call. 18:04 left in period 3. 3-2 is the lead for Embry-Riddle now.
Yeah, again, what a start there. Jack Boken taking a nice shot. A big emphasis on getting pucks through to the net, and it paid off there.
And you saw Jack Boken hold on to that puck for just a half second longer, let the lane clear, get it on target, and that was the main thing. So many shots have not only been blocked, but missed wide or high of the net. Got it on frame, missed the blocked shot, and got it past the body of Nathan Shield.
2-on-1 coming back the other way.
Thomas Batchelor down the far side, off the crossbar, and a dangerous collision knocks the Embry-Riddle net off of its pegs. Good to see Mitchell Quinn pop back up after getting his left leg run into by a sliding Andrew Mitchell, but it will all stop the play with 17:50 left in the third. And once again, we want to remind you that for the first time in program history, Embry-Riddle is fielding 2 teams within the Collegiate Hockey Federation. So the D3 team will be playing the University of Tampa Spartans, as the UCF Knights does not have a D3 team to support a back-to-back game set tonight. So following the conclusion of this D2 game, be sure to stick around on the Embry-Riddle YouTube page. It will be a different link that you will follow to join our live stream of the D3 game following this one, but right now it's a 3-2 lead for Embry-Riddle against UCF. Wagenke to the blue line for Bryce Corner, trying to get it into the middle, but he is stripped of possession. UCF will send it into the middle. Chris Robinson stripped of possession, but the drop pass finds Danny Rojano. Rojano has it knocked away by Sorrell, but it goes back down low for Alex Berg. 3 minutes gone in period 3. Jack Boken right now with the go-ahead goal. It's 3-2 Embry-Riddle. Dylan Howard around the boards to the far side. Wagenke lost sight of the puck, and he cannot clear the zone. Held in by Rosenfeld. Only momentarily, though, as Bryce Corner uses the pitchfork to get it out towards center as Embry-Riddle tries to make some line changes. Team captain Ryan Marks fresh off the bench. He's got speed down the near side wall against a flat-footed UCF defense corps. Ryan Marks stripped of possession at the last second. Good stick check from Jack Carr. Now up the near side for Brendan Rosenfeld. Again through the air, glove down by Boken. Avoids the body check and corrals it down the far side wall. Boken, sharp angle shot in and out of the glove. The rebound is there, and Shield could not corral the rebound, but his defense helps it out towards center. Heavy collision right in front of the UCF bench as the Knights gain offensive zone presence, but it's given right back to the Eagles. Off the near side wall behind Chase Talagani. And so the Knights will start the transition, but it pinballs into the Embry-Riddle bench with 15:49 left in the third.
UCF getting some offensive pressure there on the Eagles.
Face off right in front of the Embry-Riddle bench. At center ice, it's won by the Knights. But it will be sent all the way down by Embry-Riddle for an icing call. Stops the clock with 15:42 left in the third period. CJ Comunale at center for UCF against Noah Austin for Embry-Riddle. Comunale wins it, but Jack Boken comes in to pick up the loose change, sends the puck down the far side wall, chipped by UCF, so play continues for no icing. Trevor Reese tries to reverse it up the far side wall, but Comunale is able to get it off the glass and out with a little bit of help from Gadbois. Sent back where it came from by Jack Boken around the wall, near side to far. UCF on the breakout. Backhanded through center. Gadbois with a long reach and able to knock that down, trying to settle a rolling puck over the blue line. Boken and Reese are there to corral it for the Eagles. 5 minutes into period 3. Trevor Reese with too many stick handles down in his own zone, but luckily Jack Boken is there to settle it down on the far side for Colin Bridges. Good stretch pass for Kyle Usiak, and it's chipped in on a delayed offsides. On the backhand of Jack Boken, avoids a body check, but he yields possession. Held in by Usiak with help from Noah Austin. Usiak dumped on his wallet. Austin comes in to support, tries to stuff it out in front, and Usiak couldn't get a hold of a one-timer. Now Brantley Miller for Usiak. Again, no shot is had. It goes back behind. Thrown through center. UCF just trying to clear it out of their own end. At the red line, it's dumped in. No icing. Brantley Miller forechecking. Fowler supporting. Has Kaufman in the high slot. He didn't see him. Miller using his frame to shield possession. Kaufman supports. 1-on-2 battle turns into 2 aside as Brantley Miller supports. Gets it to the blue line. Andrew Mitchell walks it, sends it in front, and it goes right into the midsection of Nathan Shield with 13:51 left in the third period.
Bit of a back and forth section going on here. UCF comes in tags, Embry-Riddle brings it right back. Could be anybody's game here.
Shots 25-17 in favor of Embry-Riddle. They lead 3-2. Jack Boken with the go-ahead goal right now. Christopher Sorrell centering Wagenke and Howard with Costanzo and Mitchell at the blue line. So a full line on the ice of fresh faces, and that's what Bob Joyce likes to do.
Yeah, it's good to see. Get the new guys out, get them comfortable with each other.
Wagenke trying to center for Sorrell. Sorrell second to the puck, but first on the forecheck. Mitchell can't hold the line, but he takes Ethan Tangney out of the play, forces him to dump it all the way down, which will allow Embry-Riddle to maintain possession. Thrown into the Embry-Riddle short glass here at the Daytona Ice Arena. .23 left in period 3. Again, a 3-2 lead for Embry-Riddle right now, looking for their first win of the season. This is also Embry-Riddle's first conference game, as the University of Florida is in the SECHC, so the first time that Embry-Riddle sees SCHC conference play. Corner battle ensues. Marks watches this one go through him to the blue line. A long-range shot from Remy Hawtaw is blocked away by the left-handed blocker of Nathan Shield. Corner at the blue line, double-teamed, but he takes the hit to dump it in at the red line. Rimmed around the boards to the near side. Talagani chips it up, knocked down by Marks. He sends one off the shoulder. The rebound is there. Talagani, blue line, Hawtaw sends one, deflected just off the outside of the post. Excellent play from Remy Hawtaw. Now Marks, with no option in front, has to hold it in the corner. He is stripped of possession by Alex Berg. Berg is going to start this one up himself. Pass to the left wing is intercepted by Corner. Marks on the transition. Here comes the captain, Ryan Marks. A long-range shot sticked away by Gadbois. That long reach getting use. 12:18 left in the third. Through center, and Remy Hawtaw uses the back of the glass behind Nathan Shield as UCF makes line changes. Nearly too many men on the ice, but the officials say play on. Bounces off the paddle. of Quinn, who leaves it back behind for Jack Boken.
Coming up the ice with some speed here.
Boken, good move over the blue line. He's hooked on the play.
Ooh.
That's a penalty, and Boken went into the end boards hard. And Boken is not getting up. Boken makes his way to his feet, good to see, but he is gingerly making his way back to the blue line. Empty net for Embry-Riddle.
That's a scary play when you see a player going full speed in the boards like that.
And it was not a clear-cut breakaway, so there's not going to be any penalty shot opportunity for Jack Boken. It will be a 5-on-4 power play, as UCF is going to go on the penalty kill. Brendan Rosenfeld had no other option than to use his stick to take down a streaking Jack Boken.
Here's a chance for the Eagles to establish some pressure in the offensive zone and kind of get set up and take over this period here.
Kaufman with Miller and Fowler. Costanzo and Colin Bridges at the blue line. Bridges has it. Middle of the blue line. Far side Kaufman. Costanzo directing traffic to the blue line for Bridges. Bridges lets it fly. It gets deflected just wide of the near post. And Altieri got his stick loose enough to send it all the way down off the paddle of Quinn, who will leave it on a platter for Bridges. Allowing Turner Kaufman to escape from behind his own net. Down the near side wall, doesn't really have any other option than to softly dump it in on the near corner. And with Altieri coming out of the zone looking for that stretch pass, that forced the Eagles back out towards center, and a late hit from Donovan McClellan. Looks like it's going to go uncalled in a rather chippy game. With 10:57 left in period 3, UCF is not going to go down 5-on-3. .118 left in the Eagles' power play. Eagles currently 1 for 7. This is their 8th power play opportunity. Now Costanzo down the near side. Gets help from Talagani. Tries to force it to him. Costanzo gets it back. Has to get it up high. Dangerous crossing pass, finds Bridges. Good pad save from Shield. Rebound comes back in Shield, and the second rebound is paddled away. Now to the near side, UCF with an opportunity to clear, and they do just that. 50 seconds left in the Eagles' power play. They look up for a quick transition. Talagani, near side for Ryan Marks. The drop pass to Costanzo. No option on the far side blue line, so he forces it near side for Marks. Fanning on the spinorama cycle down low, but he gets it down low to Talagani on the second effort. Back to Marks, near side half wall. Boken walks the line, drop pass for Marks, near circle, down low. Noah Austin, cross seam pass gets deflected behind the net. Rimmed around the boards near side. Jack Boken, fresh off the bench, will hold the line with 18 seconds on the power play.
Great pressure for the Eagles here.
Costanzo, back for Boken, a one-timer is fanned on as it gets blocked away to the far corner. And this one sent up into the netting and out of play off a deflection. We'll see where they spot this one.
Well, looked a little better on the power play. They're able to move it around and find open players. Get some clean shots on that.
And good to see Jack Boken back out on the ice. He was the one who drew the initial hooking penalty. Went awkwardly into the end boards. Good to see him back out on the ice.
To see that. Very happy.
And the officials are going to take this faceoff out towards center. Eagles will send it in. Here comes Trevor Reese into the far side half wall. UCF trying to win the race to the puck. Gets it to the blue line. Jack Boken walks the line, fans on it, goes through UCF. He had his back turned to the play, sends a backhander in front. And now Trevor Reese falls into the UCF netminder as Gadbois just standing over him, thinking it was intentional, but it looked like Trevor Reese just lost his footing. But we are back to 5-on-5, full and even strength with 9:28 left in the third. And because Trevor Reese was the one who knocked the net off of its pegs, the faceoff will come all the way out towards center. Noah Austin with help from UCF wins the faceoff and dumps it in. Now Trevor Reese with a heavy hit on the much larger Gadbois, but that's not going to scare Reese away. Mitchell had to move that puck quick to Austin. Near side for UCF, but it gets stripped away just at the last second by Owen Nichols. This one sent all the way down, a three-man line change for Embry-Riddle at forward. Gadbois thrown into the boards by Wagenke, and the crowd loves it. Wagenke throwing his body weight around, along with Sorrell and Howard.
Go, boys!
Sorrell on the back check, tries to dump it off the boards for Wagenke. D-to-D pass for Gadbois, and this one goes all the way down the ice, undeflected. This should be an icing call, and it is with 8:32 left in the third.
Either team being able to get established and get their feet under them in either zone here. It's just a back and forth ping pong right now.
Ryan Wagenke throwing his heavy body weight around, catching Thomas Gadbois just as he let that stretch pass go. And at about a solid 6'4" body frame, it's kind of hard to hide from the officials after that icing call. The Collegiate Hockey Federation rules does not allow line changes after an icing call, much to Gadbois' displeasure. Wagenke, Gadbois, a tired defenseman out there for UCF, turns it over at the blue line, but a long-range shot is blocked away. This one's going to go on goal, so no icing, but it will be covered up by Mitchell Quinn with 8:19 left in the third. Donovan McClellan supplying the forecheck pressure to force Quinn to cover it up, not allowing him to play it out, so the faceoff on the near side circle. 30-17 is the shot lead for Embry-Riddle right now. A backhand shot goes wide of the far side post. Costanzo fanning on the chip to get it out. Knights have it down low to the near corner, walking out in front. A sharp angle shot goes off the post and in. Tie game. Max Weinstock with his second of the game ties it up at 3 apiece on UCF's 18th shot of the game. 8:06 left in the third. Weinstock, who was kept off the score sheet last weekend against the University of Tampa, slots his second of the game. And Weinstock was just allowed to walk out from below the goal line, and Quinn just couldn't find the right angle. Eagles gain the red line and dump it in, but it looks like it may have been a delayed offsides, so the faceoff will come back out to center. No, they're going to say this was an icing call. It looked like Embry-Riddle gained the red line, but the officials say otherwise.
Not too sure about this call.
So face-off to the near side circle in Embry-Riddle territory again. 7:58 left in a tied third period. Chipped away from the slot out towards center. Good defensive play from Embry-Riddle after the lost face-off. And a good forecheck from Alex Fowler chips the puck into the corner. He'll throw his body weight around and sends Ethan Tangney down to the ice. Brantley Miller forces a turnover at the blue line. A long-range slapper from Colin Bridges misses wide. Costanzo takes a hit to make a play. Gets it down low. Costanzo gets it back in the high slot. No shot is had. He's taken down in the high slot. No call coming. Talagani sent down to the ice for his efforts. Kaufman sends a hit up high. And this one goes off the outside of the net, but the officials say it hit the pad of Quinn, so play continues with no icing. Now Talagani, the drop pass. Brantley Miller fires it, shot blocked away. Tangney selling out. Onside play, Jack Boken for a shot deflected by Marks wide. 7 minutes left in the tied third period. This one deflected over the stick of Bryce Corner in a foot race with Corey Altieri, doing a good job of tying his man up and forcing the dump in. 6:45 left in period 3. We are tied at 3 apiece. Brantley Miller on the far side chips it through the air. A rolling puck at the UCF blue line is handled nicely by Thomas Batchelor, but the breakout pass is an errant one, intercepted by Bryce Corner. Springs Corey Benny into the attacking end. He'll chase it down below the goal line. The two number 7s battling it out. Jack Carr watching Corey Benny go into a two-a-side corner battle. Marks supporting. UCF can't clear it out. Blue line corner has a play to the far side for Boken, but he takes a shot that gets blocked away. Boken pinches in from the blue line, sends it down low for his captain, Ryan Marks. Taking punishment, sending it down low for Benny. Rimmed up to the blue line for Boken. Fakes the cross-ice pass, gets space for himself. Far side circle, centering pass. It goes through the blue paint, and it comes back the other way. No shot is had.
Great opportunity there, miss.
Now UCF gaining the red line and dumping it in after bodies collide everywhere in the neutral zone. 5.5 left in period 3. Again, we're tied at 3 apiece. Max Weinstock with his second of the game tied it up. Embry-Riddle just running into each other in complete disarray in their defensive zone. Gadbois is going to send a long-range slapper blocked away by Reese wide of the net. The crowd trying to reinvigorate this home team. 5:10 left in the third. Bryce corner around the boards to the near side right at the Zamdor entrance. Potential for chaos, but UCF is forced out towards center. A good neutral zone regroup from the Knights, but an errant neutral zone regroup gaining the zone. And now we have a whistle behind the play. Pane of glass number 3 on the season. We were wondering what the whistle was, but the referee down in the corner notices a pane of glass is out, and we're going to try to get this sorted out as quickly as possible with 4:53 left in a tied third period. It was Max Weinstock back in the first period giving UCF the 1-0 lead, but then Colin Bridges and Ryan Marks got on the scoreboard giving Embry-Riddle a 2-1 lead. And then it was Corey Altieri in the second period tying it up for UCF. Jack Boken, less than a minute into the third period, gave Embry-Riddle a 3-2 lead. But most recently, Max Weinstock with his second of the game, and that is right where we stand. And it looks like we may have the pane of glass back in. But Adrian, final 5 minutes. What needs to happen for Embry-Riddle to get their first win of the season?
Yeah, getting down to crunch time here. The next goal could possibly be a winner. Just got to clean up that defensive zone. UCF was able to walk clean out, take a clean shot on goal. That can't happen anymore.
We are back underway. A rolling puck at the red line finds Noah Austin right in front of the penalty boxes. Goes off the body of the linesman, and it goes deflected off a pane of glass, it looked like, at the penalty timekeeper's bench. And a heavy collision is going to turn into a penalty in front. Donovan McClellan is down after maybe he got a stick in the midsection, but Trevor Reese is the one who is going to be penalized for the hit after the puck had gone away. Or maybe Trevor Reese was the one who slashed Donovan McClellan in front. There was a late collision over here on the near side wall. But regardless of what the call is, it's a 2-minute minor penalty against Embry-Riddle. And a key moment of this game, again, that mental composure.
Big, big moment here. Huge penalty kill and huge power play for the UCF Knights.
First power play of the period for UCF. They are 0 for 6 right now. They are due for one. At the blue line, a long-range shot goes into the midsection of Quinn, and he'll pounce on the rebound. Takes 5 seconds off the clock. UCF to the blue line. Tyler Avron surveying his options. Rojano gets it up to the blue line. Avron in front, shot blocked away. Potential for a 2-on-2 shorthanded. Now it's Turner Kaufman over the blue line. Doesn't take the shot, tries for the toe drag instead. And he's going to be forced to hold it along the boards along with Alex Fowler. Again, you're tied, not down by one. Got to be careful of getting caught behind the play. A 2-on-2 on the transition for UCF. Angelela harassed as he gains the blue line, and this one deflects off of the back of his skate unintentionally, so the delayed offsides will be called. And the faceoff comes back out to center. 1:16 left in the Embry-Riddle penalty kill. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left in the third period, tied at 3.
Surprising to see how aggressive that forecheck was on a 5-on-4 with 3 minutes left in a tie game here.
And I believe that's what Bob Joyce is talking about on the bench right now. At this point, you're not down, as a good left pad save comes from Mitchell Quinn, so no need for that much forecheck pressure, just enough to slow the breakout of UCF, which they're going to have to start from their own zone after a great clearance from Talagani and Marks. There you see Talagani just waiting at the blue line here, waiting for the play to come to him, and he's going to force the play up the near side wall, and it's a back pass that allows Jack Boken an opportunity to clear. 40 seconds of power play time for the Knights. Marks forcing the issue, and it turns into a play all the way down into UCF territory. Now you see Marks pressuring, rimmed around the boards to the far side. UCF first on it. Avoids a pair of black jerseys, getting it back below the goal line. 20 seconds of power play time for the Knights remain. 2:50 left in the period. Tied at 3 in the third. A long-range shot goes off the blocker hand of Quinn. Good rebound control, sends it behind the net. Noah Austin sends this one all the way down the ice. No icing with 5 seconds left.
Huge.
7 straight penalty kills for Embry-Riddle.
Huge penalty kill there. 2 minutes and 30 seconds remain in a tie game here.
And this one goes through the air off the near side wall. Good geometric pass onto the stick of Owen Nichols. Thrown off the glass, deflecting off of Gadbois into the high slot. Into the high slot, chipped away. Trevor Reese throws it into an open area. Potential for UCF. The game on his stick. Now you see him, now you don't. Kyle UCF gives Embry-Riddle a 4-3 lead. 2:06 left in the third.
What an effort to outskate that defenseman and beat him to the puck and put it top left. Gorgeous shot there.
Kyle UCF's first of the season after the 7th straight penalty kill for Embry-Riddle. And the Eagles go up by a score of 4-3 with 2:06 remaining in the third. And UCF is going to watch this one come back out towards center ice. And the crowd has erupted. Back out towards center. We'll keep an eye on Nathan Shield with 1:55 left in the third period. UCF is going to pull their goalie soon, but they cannot clear the zone. Kaufman at the blue line into the high slot, turned over to the Knights. Corey Altieri, and we're going to have a tripping penalty against Alex Fowler after a collision at neutral ice. So with 1:38 left in the third period, Embry-Riddle's going to have to do it for the 8th time in a row. Again, nothing that was on purpose, but Alex Fowler colliding with Altieri in the neutral zone. That was enough for the referee to call a tripping penalty, and UCF is going to use their timeout. Nathan Shield has made his way to the players' bench. So when we come back underway after this UCF timeout, it will be 6-on-4 in favor of UCF. But right now, Kyle UCF on the breakaway. As you said, Adrian, excellent energy, and what a will just to outwork both of the UCF defenders to even get the breakaway, and made no mistake past the blocker hand side of Nathan Shield.
It's great leadership shown by the upperclassmen there, showing our young guys how it's done.
And we're going to have a full veteran lineup, it looks like, making their way out for the penalty kill. Adrian, how big is, I mean, obviously it's one of the biggest penalty kills of the game, but is it just one of those things where nothing changes throughout the game? Because this is now the 8th penalty kill for Embry-Riddle. They're 7 for 7 on the penalty kill. Do you expect anything to change with the 6-on-4 rather than a 5-on-4?
Not really. Just very simple play here. Just keep it in your zone. You don't need to go chasing. You don't need to go running. We have the lead. Just got to preserve it. Simple as that.
And Bob Joyce going with the hot hands right now. Talagani and Costanzo, a couple of rookies out there for Bob Joyce on the most important penalty kill of the game. But Marks, the captain, could not clear it out. Tyler Avron down to the far half wall. Again, a tripping penalty to Alex Fowler. 6-on-4 power play with the empty net. UCF trails by 1. Near side circle for Weinstock, looking for the hat trick. He sends it back to the far side. Avron gets it down low. Mate Emure throws it out in front. He gets it back below the goal line. Weinstock down low for Emure. He'll send it in front. Goes through the crease, back below the goal line. 63 seconds left.
UCF player down in front of the crease.
And it looked like Quinn's blocker was lodged from his hand. And that was the stoppage of play. 102 left in this third period. Eagles lead 4-3. And it looks like Bob Joyce is going to use his timeout to make sure that his penalty killers are more in sync. We were talking about excellent leadership from the upperclassmen, but that one mental mistake from Ryan Marks allowed that play to continue.
Yeah, good chance to get out of the zone. Empty net as well. A free shot on that if you can ice it. With 1 minute here, every second's going to count.
The faceoff will be on the far side circle. Again, Mac Beatrice started this game. Mitchell Quinn came in halfway through. So right now with Kyle Usiak scoring the go-ahead goal with Mitchell Quinn in net, whether it's a win or a loss for Embry-Riddle, Mitchell Quinn's numbers will show on the score sheet, even though Mac Beatrice will have a game played on his record. So again, 6-on-4 for UCF with the empty net and the tripping penalty to Embry-Riddle. 102 left in the third. UCF needs one to tie. They trail 4-3. Far side half wall. Marks holds it along the boards. They get it up and out. 50 seconds left in the third. UCF stuck in their own end right now. Now McClellan on the tape of Berg. Far side circle shot deflected high by Costanzo. 36 seconds left. The long range shot deflected, kicked away by Costanzo in front. Good shot block. Deflected up into the netting. Costanzo protesting that this should go out towards center because it deflected off of a UCF stick, but the protest is going to go nowhere, and the faceoff will go to the near side circle.
Like we were talking about earlier in the broadcast, it's huge emphasis on faceoffs, and this could be the biggest faceoff of the game right here. 30 seconds left, down 6-on-4. Eagles need a win here.
And Ryan Marks does just that. Boken holding it along the corner boards. Let's see how long the officials allow this play to continue, but it pops out to Costanzo. He's got to clear this puck out, and he does not. It's held in by UCF, but it's chipped up off a deflection. Again, let's see where they place this faceoff. It was propelled by a UCF stick, deflected by an Embry-Riddle stick, and we're going to see what this ruling is with 15 seconds left. Doesn't matter what the call is. One of these benches is going to erupt in protest. The officials have to know that. And Embry-Riddle's going to get the short end of the stick here. Ryan Marks protesting his case. But UCF is going to get benefit of the doubt here with an offensive zone draw. 15 seconds left. 4-3 lead for Embry-Riddle. 15 seconds left in the game. Embry-Riddle wins the faceoff. Boken with an opportunity to clear. He throws it into his bench just over the glass.
2 missed opportunities for the Eagles there with the clears.
Takes the clock to 9.6 left on the clock. Once again, another faceoff on the far side circle. This time UCF wins it. Only 7 seconds left, thrown in front, goes back behind off a deflection, still stays back behind. Boken is there to corral it, and that's it! Kyle Usiak with a game-winning breakaway goal, and Mitchell Quinn standing his ground late in the game. A 4-3 win for Embry-Riddle against their I-4 rival, the UCF Knights.
First win of the season for Embry-Riddle. That feels so good. Getting a tight victory here at home with a huge crowd watching.
And these two teams will be in action tomorrow at RDV's in Orlando, a home-and-home series for this SCHC weekend. Embry-Riddle will see UCF again after this weekend in their games 3 and 4 of their series on November 19th and 20th. Max Weinstock with a pair of goals along with Corey Altieri for UCF. 4 different goal scorers for Embry-Riddle. Adrian, how big is that just to show the depth of this team? We've got Jack Boken, Colin Bridges, Ryan Marks, and Usiak with the game winner.
It's awesome. It also helps being able to field 2 different teams. A lot of different guys to choose from, a lot of different playing styles, and you can make a lot of new line combinations. And I think Coach Joyce is loving this.
So we will not be back in this broadcast booth for the D2 team until October 1st when Embry-Riddle hosts the first game of a home-and-home series against the University of South Florida Bulls. After tomorrow, Embry-Riddle will go on the road for their first full road trip against Middle Tennessee State University. What does that matchup look like, Adrian?
Unsure. It's a new team for us, so we're really excited to get out there, just like we did last year, flying out to Colorado. But it's always a great team bonding experience, and hopefully we have a great week of practice and we can show up in Tennessee.
For the UCF fans watching us on the broadcast, again, after tomorrow's game at RDV, UCF will play University of South Florida. So before the Bulls make their way to Daytona, they make their way to Orlando. On September 24th, it's in Tampa at the Advent Health Center Ice Sports Complex. And then the 25th, that Saturday, is at RDV with the Embry-Riddle D2 team saluting their home crowd. Once again, we want to let you know that once this stream is over, make sure to come back in about 20-25 minutes when we go live for the D3 game against the University of Tampa Spartans, the D3 team looking for their first win of the season. The University of Tampa with their first game of the season tonight. For Adrian, Deborah, I'm Nick Gimbel. Thank you for joining us here on the Embry-Riddle Eagles Broadcast Network. Once again, the final score from tonight. Embry-Riddle improves to a 1-1 record. Kyle Usiak with the game-winning breakaway goal. 4-3, Eagles are victorious over the Knights.